Hi, can you hear me? Can you Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm playing with you. Playing with you. What is going on? It is Friday night. Is everybody feeling all right? I know I am, but I am tired. Oh yeah, what's new? Oh yeah, how are you? It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah. Happy Friday. Hi, Kiki here on Friday night, feeling all right. Little stuffy though, little pollen in the air, little things floating around making us nuts. I'm telling you. Hi Nancy, how are you? Happy Friday. It's crazy. Like Al's been sneezing and wheezing all day. I'm like, what the heck? It's pollen. It's so bad. I've been fine, and now all of a sudden I'm stuffy. I don't know what it is. I come in the studio, I get stuffy. Hi, Scott. What's going on? Scott, how's your head? Everybody give Scott a pat on the head because he cut his head. Was that yesterday? Like, what the heck? What are you doing there, buddy? You can't be go cutting things up on your body. So hopefully you're doing okay. He'll live. He said, I'll live. Thanks. Oh my god, that look nasty though, Scott. I'm telling you, nothing like a cut on the top of the head, on the top of the noggin. I can't afford to lose anything in here. So I got to make sure it's all like put together. Cindy, what is going on? Can you guys believe that tomorrow's the 1st of June? Like what? What? When did that happen? Well, tomorrow it's happening. I can't believe it. We're almost into summer, which is fantastic. Oh gosh. I would love to be in this type of weather all year long. I would. I would love it. I am not about the winter any longer. I don't like it. Even though I'm not going to lie, like Rhode Island has been lucky. We have been skirting on the sidelines of we're wicked lucky because we've barely had any snow. Other parts of the country, though, have been whacked, like really whacked. But we have been very lucky. So I can't complain about that, really. I can't, and I'm not going to. However, I think this winter was especially frigid and cold. Frigid is cold, dummy. Like, of course, frigid is cold. So I didn't like that, and I'm not about it. I got to tell you too. You guys know I have a pants problem. I also have a coat problem. I have so many coats and jackets. I'm like, what am I? Why do I have these things? I need to get rid of them. I do. The pants though, but they're good pants. Like I'm gonna take them all out again out of my closet. I'm gonna take the pants out. I'm gonna make a big pile. Probably do a video on the other channel, Kiki Room. If you haven't looked at it already, wait a minute, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't do that. No, do it. Come on. Please sneeze. Oh gosh. It's right there. It's right there. Oh, what a letdown. Anyway, I didn't sneeze. I mean, the pile is ginormous. If I take these pants out of my closet, I'm going to have a pile high of pants. So it's a problem. We know that. I guarantee you I won't get rid of one pair. I won't. I won't get rid of one pair. I love them all, even though I don't wear them all. Why is that a thing? Tell me. Tell me. And the coats and like I said, now it's the coats and jackets. So I clearly have a problem with a lot of things. I have a lot of clothing issues. Hi, Patty. How are you? Happy Friday. Scott says, fun fact, sneezing and wheezing is from Blinded by the Light. That's absolutely right. Wrapped up like a douche in the middle of the night. Is that true? Is it a douche? It's not a douche, is it? Wrapped up like a deuce. It's a deuce. Like what kind of a deuce are you wrapping? I always think it's a douche. Don't you? And I don't even think douche is a word. Is douche even a word anymore? It was back in the 70s for sure. My mom said the word douche. I'm not going to say how she used the word douche. But is it a word? No, it's deuce. Okay, I thought so. Patty, we're glad to see you. We're glad to see all of you. We love you. Big hearties. Hearties. Yeah, but I don't think douche is even a thing. And is it? Help me, because I don't know. Don't help me. I don't want to know. Nancy says she has lots of coats also. I don't know. I have too many problems. I have too many issues that I need to correct. So the other day I go in one of my closets. Cause see, like we do you see how stuffy I am? Because now, the joy of being empty nesters is that you have every closet to yourself. Doesn't matter. Al doesn't need much, even though he has a lot of clothes. But I can put anything wherever I want it, and it's just too much. It's too much, man. I went in one of my closets. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna take out the jackets I'm not wearing." I took out one, and it's a nice jacket. It's a nice coat because it's a baby blue color. Every time I had worn it, which I didn't even wear it last season, because where did I go? Nowhere. And every time I wore it, though, the season before, I was like, well, the winter before, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what a nice coat. Look at your coat. I love your coat." And I'm like, "I know. I got it at the thrift shop. You're not going to see a coat like this, but I haven't worn it. So I have to get rid of it, but it's really nice." Do you see what I mean? I grapple with all of these issues that I have. A lot of grappling going on. So what's up for the weekend? I actually have a twins birthday party tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited about. I heard they're going to have cotton candy there, so I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat the cotton candy, and I'm going to see how quickly it melts in my mouth. Did you love doing that? Taking a piece of cotton candy, putting it in your mouth, and then it melted and it just turns into a ball of sugar, and you just like, you start chewing it. Oh gosh, it's the best. Is that not the greatest? And I also made some chocolate chip cookies to bring to the event tomorrow. And Al and I have eaten half of them. I know. I know. It's really a problem. Halise, what's going on? The baby did not come yet. We're still on baby watch. Kendra was hoping to get called for an induction by today. When she went to the doctor on Tuesday. So it's Friday. She went on Tuesday and doctor's like, "Okay, we'll put you in for it, but just know that the hospital is really busy delivering babies." So there's a lot of baby having going on right now. And I thought for sure it was going to be today. I will tell you guys, I thought it was going to be today. I really thought it was going to be last Friday. I figured it was going to happen on a Friday. That was my thing. It didn't happen last week. So when she went to the doctor Tuesday, I said, "Oh, for sure they're gonna call. They're gonna call before the weekend." Nope. Nope. It'd be a hoot if they already had the baby and didn't tell us. No, I would be so upset. I would be so sad. Wouldn't that be crazy though? "Hey mom, dad, we got something to show you." And then like they pull her out of like a little bassinet or something. "Look what I got." No, that would be that would be terrible. I wouldn't want that to be a thing. So, am I going down to spend time with my daughter and the baby? Well, my daughter is in Waco now, Texas. She just got there yesterday, the night before. Yeah. Um, the baby will be here in Rhode Island. So hopefully, we'll get to spend some, honestly, I don't think we're going to see the baby much the first few weeks. I think Mama Bear is going to just kind of be very protective, my own personal feeling, and it's fine. They do what they got to do. They want to have their little family time together. It'll be brand new family, and then we can just, suck her up as much as we want after that. So, but we're very excited to meet Sienna. We're very excited. And I don't know if Kat's probably gonna come up in August, I think, to see the baby. She just started a brand new job. It's so hard, you know. She just started a brand new job down across. It's not down. It's down and across in Waco, Texas. So to already be taking time off, you can't do that. You can't. So, hi, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you. Well, not yet. We'll see. We'll see. It's good. It might be this weekend. I don't know. See, and I keep telling Kendra, the funny thing is when I was pregnant with Catalina, who was my first, I think she was almost, if I recall, almost 2.5 weeks late. And literally there was no fluid left when they delivered her. They had to induce me. With all three of them, I was induced. But with her, it was like there was no fluid left. And she just didn't want to come out at all. Like she didn't want to. She's like, no, I'm staying. So either I was really almost 2.5 weeks late or they got the due date wrong because that's like unheard of. But I had no fluids left. Like they said, it was like all meconium, which is baby poop, from what I remember. Like this, that just came off the top of my head. I'm just trying to remember these things. Long time ago, and I'm like, oh, please don't ask me questions. Like you can ask me questions, but I probably don't remember anything. Like it was so, isn't that crazy? Everything was so long ago. It feels like a whole lifetime ago for everything. And everything's so different now. Oh my gosh. It's cool. To me, it's crazy. Like attitudes are different. How people do things are different. Even though everything's the same and you get the same end result, maybe, depending, you know, maybe. But it just seems like there's a lot of rules now when you have a kid for other people. So I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Tanya. What is going on? Happy Friday. Patty said, thank goodness for FaceTime. We've been doing that. Kat and I have been doing that. At least Kat can see the baby until she can visit in August. Yes. And that is so true. And I'm getting adjusted to FaceTime now. Isn't that stupid? Like this should have been a thing I should have been doing for a long time, but I just didn't. I don't know why. I just didn't. But now, like, Kat's been FaceTiming me. And for those of you who were on the live yesterday, Patty was here. Scott, you jumped in. And they were able to see Kat show me around. She actually showed everybody around her new place. She's working at Walk-Ons in Waco, Texas. And she walked us all around, so it was kind of fun. So Halise said, my fifth child was 2 weeks late and Roland was peeling. Like his skin was peeling? Holy moly. Kat wasn't doing anything. She was just like, yeah, whatever. Like she was such a non-sleeper then, and she's a non-sleeper now. She never slept. I do remember that. Never. Literally. The girl was up all the time. The guys, I'm calling them the guys, the baby boys, my sons, were very good sleepers. She was terrible. Oh my gosh. That kid never, ever slept. And she's like, Mom, I haven't changed. Well, that's great. I'm just glad you're over there. I'm over here so I can get my sleep. Oh, you missed it, Scott. Well, you can go back and watch if you want, but she's so cute. So it was just kind of funny how she FaceTimed and then I said, oh, hi, say hi to everybody. Yeah, so this week has been great. Yesterday was a little chilly here. But the rest of the week has just been fabulous. Today, oh my gosh, the weather is stunning. Just stunningly perfect. You can't get any better weather than what we had today. It was not too hot. The sun wasn't too glaring. It was just, oh gosh, it was perfect. Perfect. The only problem is we've had so much rain. Al has to cut the grass again for the second time this week, and he's got to do it because it looks like we haven't done it in a month. I said, maybe we should just get a couple of goats. That might be easier on Al. He's like, I love goats. And I said, well, we're not getting them. Because you know why? You can't just buy goats. You have to build a barn. You got to make sure they're protected. Like, and I think I would feel too weird leaving them outside at night. And you can't have them come in. Gee, they're goats. They'll eat everything. They'll probably eat the cat and the dog. So we're not getting goats, and we're too old for that.
No, we're not. We're not too old for goats.
Why do you do these things to me?
You talking about grass? I felt like it was 1972 again.
I can't with you. I thought you weren't gonna.
No, I'm doing things in the other part of the studio here, but I just talked to Chris.
Oh,
No baby yet,
well, we know that.
but Ken's having contractions. What does that mean?
It like big ones.
More frequent.
Oh, it's gonna be this weekend. Then she's gonna go on her own. She's gonna go. Did her water break?
I don't know.
Call him right now and ask. No, you don't have to call him on the air.
No.
Call him and ask. Text him.
Chris was eating his dinner, and he says the contractions is having contractions today.
Oh boy.
I didn't ask him. Do you think you're gonna go today? No, she had contractions yesterday, but they're more frequent today. So what does that mean?
That means she might have it this weekend. I just asked him, so I don't need you.
Okay, goodbye.
No, we going.
I got things to do, but
come on.
I gotta go look at the grass. Goodbye.
You gotta go look at the grass, bro.
So you think we'll be grandparents this weekend?
I think so.
Oh my God.
I think it's gonna happen.
I'll take a shower then.
Scott says contraction updates with kicking out. Hold on, I gotta get the cat.
No, stop. So I don't want to talk today, but I'm not presentable to be on the radio today. I just can't do this. She just leaves me hanging, and I hate that air. Like, oh my God. Kiki.
She meows
Kiki.
and then she leaves. Like, why does she do that?
Kiki.
I don't get it.
Kiki.
Hold on, I'm putting my thingies in.
You're putting your thingies in?
Wait a minute.
So, Kiki.
You see, Nancy heard Mittens, and so I went to, you saw me, I went to go get her right away, and she left.
So,
I can't even
you're
see
talking like a weather update when you started your show tonight, and you're still talking about the weather and
Chris
everything.
Said, I said, did Kendra's water break? He said, no.
Okay.
Dad just called me.
Just,
okay, distracted.
I don't know what contractions mean. Does that mean she's having the baby soon?
Yeah.
Really?
She's ready. She's ripe. Like, she's so ready to go.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you have contractions, that means the baby's coming soon?
It depends on, like, if she's hurting. Like if she's doing the heavy breathe. Oh, my gosh. So when I had...
How long do you have contractions for?
Well, it's like, what? 3 to 5 minutes or something?
No, but can you have contractions for a week?
Nah, I don't think it'll go that long. She's not going that long.
All right. I have things to do. See ya. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Don't scare me again.
Okay.
He's gone. Oh, here's Kathy Waddle. Today is Edda's birthday. She's 10 years old. Can you sing happy birthday to her? Like, I feel like the cat lady now because I'm always just singing happy birthday to Kathy Waddle's cats now. Ready, everybody? Let's sing happy birthday to Edda. I feel so strange.
No, wait. Edda's birthday wasn't...
No,
Edda's birthday wasn't too long ago. She's just making this up.
No, that was her other cat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Those are other. She has another cat.
Okay.
All right, ready?
No, I gotta go. Bye-bye. Hey, Kathy. Go into Edda's ear right now and say, happy birthday from Kiki Mail.
Okay,
bye,
everybody,
bye.
let's sing happy birthday to Edda. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Meow. Happy birthday to you. Meow. Happy birthday, dear Edda. Meow. Happy birthday to you. And wouldn't you know, Mittens just meowed. I can't. I'm not getting up again. I'm not doing it. I love her, though. All right. So, okay. He said, it's all good. We'll know. Don't worry. Okay. Thank goodness. Because I can't, like, I watched there's this reality person. She did just that. She had a baby because she had moved away from her family, had a baby. No one knew she was pregnant in her family. And then FaceTimed her mother. Mom, I have something to show you. Like, can you imagine 9 months and not knowing your daughter is pregnant? And the mother's like, oh, no. Or did she adopt her? I don't know. No, she was pregnant, right? I think she was pregnant. But anyway, regardless, the mother didn't know she was having a baby. Like, that's just not even... oh my goodness. I I don't know. I mean, I'd still be happy, but it'd be like, "Oh my gosh." Let's see. You're welcome. You're welcome, Etta. I just feel so strange. That was my mom's name. All my cats have birthdays in May. My kittens turned 1 last Friday. Oh, how cute. How many kittens do you have? I want a kitten. I want another kitten. Even though I can't, because Mittens is so old right now and she'd be so mad. Patty said, with my first order, my water broke at the Pizza Hut. Like, how do you explain that? Can I have pepperoni on that? Um, I'll be right back. Imagine. Clean up in aisle 9. Well, that would be at the supermarket. Imagine, like, if I was pregnant, I would want my water to break at Market Basket just so I could just love it even more. I would want that. I literally went to Market Basket last night. I was so happy. That's just wrong. Like, that's just not normal. It really is not a normal feeling to have. So Kathy Waddle said she has 2 kittens she foster failed. I could never. You kidding me? I could never foster pets because I would keep them all. I would keep everyone. Never gonna happen. Patty said her husband got the pizza to go. Well, thank goodness. Imagine, was it ready? Was the pizza even ready? Did you have to wait? And you're like, okay. So, all right, baby story time. So I forget. I think I was pregnant with Corey. I think so. I think it was Corey. So, I had the baby classes and Al was asking me the other night. He's like, "Do they have baby classes anymore?" I don't know. I don't even know if that's a thing. Like birthing classes, do they do that? Or do you go online and watch somebody else do it? I don't know. Let me ask Chris. Hold on. I'm gonna ask. I think it's a good question. Did you guys go to birthing class? I just want to know. We were just curious. So anyway, the lady who was teaching the class, it was a nurse. She said, when you're in pain, oh no, they didn't go to birthing class. Wow. Wow. So it's not a thing anymore. See, we learned something new tonight, everybody. Not a thing anymore. Wow. Anyway, so this nurse is telling me when I have contractions and when I'm in pain, say hut and emphasize the T. Go hut, hut, hut. So I did that. I think it was with Corey. I know, maybe it was with Kat. I don't know. So I'm doing. It had to be Corey, yeah. And I'm doing hut, 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 and literally they were laughing at me. They were literally laughing at me because they're like, "What the hell is she saying?" But I was doing what I was told. Did it help? No, it really didn't. I just think that's great. Your water breaking at Pizza Hut. Too bad. Are there even any Pizza Huts around? The one near us closed. Just letting you know. Cheers. I'm having ice water with lemon tonight because you didn't hear my story yesterday, but I had sangria to go the other day. It was fabulous. Oh my God. I can't wait to have another one. So I'm kind of like alcoholed out this week. It was so good. Big cheese pizza in Cranston, Rhode Island, everybody. Sangria to go. Red and white. Oh my gosh. So good. It was the most delicious drink I've had in a very long time. I'm not even going to lie to you about it. So anyway, what are you guys doing this weekend? Like I said, I have a birthday party. And we're going to just keep working in the yard. I think that's just never going to end. I feel like that's just going to be a continual project for the rest of the summer, which is quite annoying. And that's when you sit and you go, do we sell the house? It's like, where are we going to go? So I was watching this. I was telling you guys yesterday, these 2 ladies, I put their names in the chat, other YouTubers. And one lady was saying she pays $1,600 a month in rent, but she knows her landlord already told her her rent's going to keep going up every single year. $1,600 is reasonable from what I've heard. And she said somebody she knows pays $2,200 a month as a single person. I'm like, that's a lot of money. If you're like, one person, That's a lot. So we're not moving. We would have nowhere to go. Like really, I just think it's crazy. Where's Kathy Bailey been? I hope she's okay. I will reach out to her this weekend. She's the only realtor in Texas, by the way. My daughter, if she was buying a house, who knows? She might buy a house there, but she's going to call Kathy Bailey. I hope Kathy Bailey's near Waco. That's all I could say. Hope she's near Waco. But anyway, so just insane how the housing prices are, and renting is to me, like, if you, we're all, I think a lot of us are in the same category. We bought our houses years and years ago. And for those of us who, still have, our house, we didn't downsize or anything yet. I think it's like just as expensive to still own your house. It's the same as renting right now. That's how crazy the prices have gotten. I don't know. I don't know. It's insane to me how everything's changing. So Kathy Waddle said she's about 3 hours from Waco. Oh, so that's not going to work, but we'll see. Tell Kat that Steve O'Jerry is going to be in Waco on July 4th. No way, he's going to be in Connecticut on July 5th. Are you kidding me? Let me tell my daughter right now. Where is he going to be in Waco, Kathy? Let me tell Kat. Hold on, because that would be so funny if she goes and sees him. Hi, Steve O'Jerry is going to be in Waco on July 4th. Let's see. You have to go see him. Go see him. And wouldn't that be funny if she went and saw him and really saw him to say hello, and then he sees me the next day? That would be sick. Brazos Nights. I'm going with my Journey Junkies banner and red Journey Junkie suit. What's Brazos Nights? So you're going to be there? Stop it. He will be, this is terrible, at Brazos Nights. Is that like a fair or something? Festivals and all kinds of things are going to be starting up really soon. 4th of July free concert. That's awesome. I love that. Nancy said, we got the garden all planted and now we are putting mulch down this weekend. See, we started putting mulch down. That is such a project. Oh my gosh. And you know what I did? I went and bought weed fabric. Now, I don't think you guys have an Ocean State job lot. Nancy, you probably don't have that. Scott, I'm thinking you don't. It's a Rhode Island store. Okay. But I know they're in other parts of the Northeast too. So I don't know. But anyway, they sell stuff wicked cheap. Now, the other night I went and I bought weed fabric at Lowe's. I paid $35, which I thought was insanity. I go to Job Lot and it's $15 cheaper. So I said, well, hello, I'm returning the one to Lowe's. It's not opened. So I have the receipt. No, Home Depot. I'm going to return that one. And it's like I'm getting one for $5. Because I'm paying $20 at Ocean State Job Lot. That's insane. Like their prices, again, really good. Oh, you do have one in New Hampshire, Scott. Oh, that's cool. Do you go? I'm telling you, listen, it's not for everybody. And it's not for everything either, because some things are just not any more inexpensive now. However, I was walking by and I noticed the big bottle of Palmolive dish liquid. I know. I love dish liquid. I go through a lot of it. Was $2.99 at Market Basket. I think it's $3.99. So it's $1 off, which to me, $1's $1. I'll take it. But some of the things, they're just not any more inexpensive. However, the weed fabric was. That's like a $15 difference. That's a lot. And I got Alice shirt for $10 and a pair of shorts for $10. I can't even get that at the thrift shop brand new. I can't. And it was like an Arnold Palmer branded shirt or something. I don't know. But they do have some really good deals. Kathy Waddle said Kat could get Chip and Joanna Gaines to fix up a house for her. She keeps saying that. She's like, I'm going to meet them. She probably will. And congratulations, Halise. Let's see. So Halise said, I have good news. I got a call this evening from my assemblyman's office from the Woman of Distinction Awards, June 13th. That's awesome. Congratulations to Halise. Woohoo! That's awesome. And Nancy says, I go to Ocean State Job Lot. They have some good stuff. Scott says, Nancy, it's in Salem where Toys R Us was. Remember Toys R Us? I loved that store. It was so fun. Good job, Elise. And Nancy said, Scott, yes, I've been there. Scott. I keep calling him Scott and I can't help it. Hit the like button if you can, guys. That would be so awesome. So before we move on, hi, everybody. My name is Kiki. In case you don't know, we have radio stations called Kiki.fm. Whoo! But listen to it all day long. And it's free in the App Store. You can listen to it anywhere, and it's fun, and it's fancy, not really, and it's free. So listen to that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button, and let's go. Let's talk about what is going on in entertainment and music news this week. It's kind of like a lot. There is so much going on, and I'm reading these articles right along with you. I have not read them prior. So let's just go. And you're very welcome, Elise. All right. So let's go to ABBA. I love ABBA. Dancing Queen, young and sweet, only 17. I love ABBA. Oh my gosh. Fernando. Remember that song, Fernando? That was a good one. I don't know the words. So, all right. So ABBA, they got a prestigious Swedish knighthood for their pop career that started at Eurovision. So they've been knighted. All of the ABBA members have been knighted. One of them has a cane. They look great, though, still. Let's talk about it. They look fab. So all 4 of the ABBA members who won the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest with the song Waterloo, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Waterloo, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, so that song on Friday, so it was last Friday, they got one of the most prestigious knighthoods in Sweden from the Swedish King Carl the 16th. Is that what XVI? Is it 16th? Gustav. I didn't even know Sweden had a king. Oh my God. Like, did you know there was a king of Sweden? What? I thought it was just in England. What's happening? Like, when did that happen? Boy, am I a ding dong. So, let's see. This was handed out for the first time in almost 50 years. Agnetha Falskog, Bjorn Ulvaeus, Benny Anderson, that's the easiest name to say, and Annie Fried Lingstad became commander of the first class of the Order for Very Outstanding Efforts in Swedish and International Music Life. Congratulations to them. That's fantastic. And Sweden has several orders. They give lots of orders, I guess, including the Royal Order of Seraphim, which is awarded to the heads of states and foreign royals, and the Royal Order of the Polar Star, like a polar bear. And that's given to foreign citizens and stateless persons. What's a stateless person? I don't know. Are you not living in a state and you get an award for it? I don't know. I just don't know. So the orders were awarded, and this is from WSBradio.com. The orders were awarded during a solemn ceremony. Why would it be solemn? Doesn't solemn mean sad? So it's a very sad ceremony. Here, we're knighting you. Wah. I don't understand. I'm just reading it. So it happened at the Royal Palace in the gilded Vita Havet assembly rooms. The monarch handed them the order in a red box while a diploma was given to them by Queen Sylvia. There's a king and there's a queen. And I guess Queen Sylvia said this: the order you get today is Sweden's thanks for your exceptional efforts. Oh no, the king said it. The monarch did I don't know, said before handing out orders to 13 exceptional Swedes. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I'm so not adept in queen and kingdom. I am so not. So, okay. So Lingstad, who now uses the last name Roos. I wonder why that is. She has a cane, and Alveus received the order in an event that was aired live on Swedish media. And the Eurovision contest, they made ABBA larger than life. Really. Imagine that, a song contest, American Idol, doing that for somebody. So they were probably like one of the first to really just take off from that song contest. And just like Kelly Clarkson, like, who do you. I know there are other very notable people from American Idol, but let's face it, Kelly Clarkson was the first, and I feel like she's the biggest. Carrie Underwood did great. She has a great career. Oh my gosh. Fantasia. She's had a good career. Who else, really? I don't know. But, the first usually is usually always the most memorable, right? So yeah, so the members of ABBA, they're knights now. They're knighted. Nighty night. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's go on to the next story. And this is about, I don't know if any of you have watched this. I started watching it on Netflix. It's the craziest thing. And it's a true story. And I know who these people, well, some of these people are. So it's the true story behind Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult. That is on Netflix now. It's like the top watched show on Netflix right now. And I can understand why. It's really intriguing. It's really good, but it's really, really crazy. So I'm just going to go off what I know and what I've learned from watching it. Two sisters, and their names are, let's see, Miranda Wilking and her sister Melanie. They're called, or were called, the Wilking sisters. And they're dancers, very exceptionally great dancers. And they tried to do, stuff with their career, like getting into a big career with dancing, and it just wasn't working out. So they went on TikTok and they became TikTok famous. They're so good. Well, this big dancer on there, oh my gosh, what's his name? It's some crazy name. B Dash. So I guess B Dash reached out to them, wanted to collab with the sisters, and they were having, texting conversations between the three of them. But one of the sisters got dropped out of the conversation, and, because he gravitated toward one of them. They ended up getting married, by the way. But he took her to this, an alleged cult. Okay. Is it 7M Media? 7M Entertainment or whatever. So it's a church / entertainment company, which right there is strange, right? You're going to a church and listening to motivational things, but at the same time, they're controlling your career. Okay. And the gentleman, if I should even say that, who runs it, his name is Pastor Robert Shin. He is a pastor at the Shekinah Church. And again, so he's just controlling all of their careers. And they dance. And they're showing the dancers. I'm like, I watch him, and I know her. And her ended up being this girl's sister. I had no idea. And I saw him propose to her on TikTok. they did a little video, whatever. And I mean, these people have millions of followers, millions of views. They should be making a boatload of money, but I don't think so. So what happened was the sister who got married to B Dash, she just completely let go of her family. There's really no other way to put it. She put them aside and put her whole life into this church/entertainment company and her husband. And basically had nothing to do with her family again. They kept reaching out to her. She blocked them on social media. The dad went to the church, which looked like a mansion, and, rang the buzzer and said, "I really want to see my daughter. Please tell her I love her." I mean, these parents would just, you could tell these kids women had a great life, good people, good family, and they're devastated, heartbroken. And the family, the mom, the dad, and the sister, who was not in the cult, actually went live on Instagram, I think it was last year or the beginning of this year, pleading with people to release their daughter and say, we want our daughter back. We don't know what is going on. We're good people. We just love her. We don't want to see anything happen to her. So because of that live that they did, several dancers left the church/entertainment company. But their daughter and sister did not. She's still there. And it's just a very, very sad situation how you can get brainwashed by someone. And that's what this story is basically about. The girl has been brainwashed, allegedly, by the members of the church. I guess her husband's involved in it as well. They live there together. Haven't really seen too much about her husband up to this point as to, how far I've watched. But here's a family that just want their daughter back. And she's basically saying, I'm moving on. How heart-wrenching is that? And how heartbreaking is that? I can't even imagine. Hi, Laura. How are you? Just talking about the Netflix documentary, Dancing with the Devil. Really interesting, but heartbreaking at the same time and very sad. So give that a watch if you have a chance. Hey, Kurt, what is going on? Yes, hope everyone is happy, well, and rocking, because that's what it's all about, right? It's all about rocking. And the Beach Boys, holy macaroni. So there's a documentary coming out about the Beach Boys. And then there's this other article. We'll talk about the documentary in a second. And it says, how did Dennis Wilson die? And I guess there's something that aired on Disney Plus just recently, like this past week. I don't have Disney Plus. And it's about the Beach Boys. And I guess they talk about Dennis Wilson, and he passed away, my gosh, December 28th, 1983. It doesn't even feel like it was that long ago. He was only 39 years old. This is, wow, let's talk about this for a second, because these are things you forget about or just didn't know. He was reportedly found in the Marina del Rey harbor, 12 feet underwater. And he was found at about 5:45 p.m. He dove into the water from a 52-foot yawl named the Emerald. Around 4:25 p.m., he did not surface back, and people were contacted to go and find him. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Was he by himself? Like, who was he with? So there was a report in People magazine. Skip Lottie, the yacht manager, and Bill Oster, the boat owner, said that Dennis had been drinking for quite some time before he dove into the water to find unearthed treasures. And he reportedly joined 2 detox and hospital facilities just days before his death and left them both. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. And the people on board allegedly thought that Dennis was joking around before returning to the water's surface before it took too long. So they thought he was they weren't even taking him seriously. And on January 4th, 1984, Dennis was laid to rest in the Pacific Ocean. And the Coast Guard directed a burial at sea. And his wife, Shawn Wilson, reportedly said that is what the Beach Boys drummer would have wanted. That is so sad. That is so, so sad. And President Reagan, who was president at the time, granted the ceremony, but that honor was only reserved for those in military service. But Dennis was able to have that. Holy like who knew? I did not know that. So the documentary is out, and if you have Disney Plus, you may want to watch that. Brian Wilson, who is currently 81, battled with drug addiction in his youth. He was married to Marilyn Ravel from 64 to 79, and after their divorce, he married Melinda Ledbetter in 95. And with her, they have 5 adopted children: Daria Rose, Delaney Ray, Dakota Rose, Dylan, and Dash. In 2016, he released his autobiography titled I Am Brian Wilson. And because of his mental health issues, he canceled several in 2019. Several what? Several shows? Okay, I don't know. It's missing something there. However, in 2022, many famous singers attended his 80th birthday celebrations. Ledbetter died earlier this year. She was 77. And recently, I did read about this. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago. His family filed for conservatorship over Brian. 82-year-old Mike Love wrote a memoir titled Good Vibrations in 2016, and he has been married 5 times and has over 7 children. So there's no exact number. Just says he has over 7 children. Holy macaroni. And then other members of the band include 81-year-old Al Jardine. He married Marianne Helmendaler and authored a children's book titled Sloop John B., A Pirate's Tale in 2005. And in 2016, he went on a tour with Brian for the 50th anniversary of the hit Beach Boys album Pet Sounds. Bruce Johnston, he's now 81, collaborated with The Weeknd in 2022 for the song Here We Go Again. And he also worked with the country music duo Locash. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, that might be a documentary you might want to watch. Jan Marie, what's going on? What is up? What is up? Happy Friday to everybody. Whew, I can't wait to go to sleep. Isn't that terrible? I think it's because I was outside all day. Put on my PJs and just crawl into and just I'm going to fall asleep right away. And I still have to wrap the present for the twins for tomorrow. Isn't that terrible? Well, I actually went and got wrapping paper today. Like, even wrapping paper, why is it so expensive? It's just paper, and then it's going to get ripped off and thrown away. But you got to wrap the gift, right? You got to do it. Nancy said, I can't wait to sleep in tomorrow. Here's the problem. I don't sleep in, ever. I go to bed. I fall asleep most of the time. And then I wake up 5:30, usually. I don't sleep in. I can't do it. I can't sleep in. I don't think I've slept in. It's been years for sure. And I think the last time I slept in, it was not because I wanted to. It was because I was sick with the flu or something. Yeah, I'm not a sleeper inner. I can't do it. And you know what the problem is too? Like, I get up during the night. This week was awful. I was at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then you're awake 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then, I'm just going to fall asleep for another few minutes. And then you're up at 8. It's like, But that to me, that's not sleeping in. That's just like I'm not going to live through the day if I don't get a little bit more sleep because I was just delirious. I know Jan Maria's here. This is crazy. Nancy says, I'm up at 4:30 every morning. Holy moly, because I have to give Abby her insulin. Oh, then I try to go back to bed for an hour or so. See, that's good. That's good. I know the pets. Like Mittens gets me up 5:30. That's true. Mittens does get me up. If she even hears me turn and it's around that time, she's like, let's go. Meow, get up. She wants me up and out, feeding them, and that is it. That's so funny. Our pets rule our lives, I'll tell you. The kids go and the pets are in and they just take over. And it's okay. It's absolutely all right with me. Did Kendra have the baby yet? Let me just check. Nope, I don't see anything. Nope. And Kat didn't answer me about Steve or Jerry. So does anybody have any concerts this weekend, or does anyone have anything fun planned? Tell us in the comments because I want to know. I want to know what you're doing. I mean, I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to go to a 1-year-old birthday party for twins. Like I've never been to that. That's never happened. And did I say 2 years old earlier? I feel like I did, but I think maybe because I meant 2 babies. And they're so cute. Oh my God, they're so adorable. I can't. Absolutely adorable. Yep. Here's another cheers. I don't think there's anything going on with Steve Perry. Like nothing. Like he comes out in spurts and then that's the end of it. And then you don't hear from now we won't hear from probably till September, October. Steve Perry. Let's see. Yep, nothing. Nope. That's it. That's it. That's going to be it for the summer. He's going to take the summer off. Scott says he's seeing Stryper next Friday. That's exciting. And Kathy Waddle says, I'm seeing Foreigner Sticks, John Waite, and the Doobie Brothers in June. Very good. You got a lot of nice concerts coming up this summer. And I know Patty Taylor's going to see the Doobies as well. So good for you guys. That's awesome. Whoop, whoop. Hopefully they're outside. They're not, right? They're not. All right, let's go on. Let's move on. Oh, Kathy Waddle says, Scott, I wish you would get to see Oz Fox. He's out now. He's out for now due to brain surgery. I don't know who Oz is, but I hope he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. Queen. Oh my goodness. I read this and said, what the what? Sony is in talks to buy Queen's music catalog for potentially $1 billion. $1 billion. I mean, Queen's got a lot of great music. Let's face it. Huge catalog. Huge. But it's just how they come up with these numbers. The Beatles, they're saying, I mean, it is said that allegedly their catalog's worth over $1 billion. Now, I think we had talked about a while ago, Queen could be near the $1 billion mark. Bruce Springsteen, 700 million. I didn't feel that number, but someone else did. Someone else felt it. Bruce is feeling it. He's happy. His bank account's really thrilled. But again, ZZ Top, 150 million. These things make no sense to me, but let's move on, shall we? So the talks are moving on and may not result in a deal. And Sony Music is in talks with another investor about the purchase. I mean, that's huge. That's really big. Okay, why is it not giving me the rest of the story? I can't. So let's go back here. Queen, Sony. So now it looks like Sony is taking over the music purchasing market because it's cooled off. You notice we haven't heard much about people selling their catalogs lately. So this is a big one. gosh, I can't read this article either. I can't. They want you to pay for everything. All right, let's see if we can read this one. I'm not paying for it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let's see. Can I read this one? Oh, so Sony Music does have an unnamed partner to potentially buy Queen's catalog for $1 billion. And they're guessing that will include both the recorded and the publishing rights. So I think this will be the biggest deal so far if this happens. Don't you guys? I think so. Because the Beatles haven't sold out yet. There's no reason for them to. And let's see. Rob Stringer, Sony Music Group chairman, came up with an interesting proposal. He's urging music streaming services to start charging a modest fee for their ad-supported subscription tiers. Well, if people are already paying a fee, why? And are they talking about charging another fee? Why not? Fees everywhere. Fees in my hair. Like they're just literally all over the place. All right, come on now. Is that it? That's all you're going to say about it? There's got to be more. Let's go here. Freddie. My goodness. What an amazing human he was. So the BBC has said that the talks are going on, but this just might not happen. I wonder who would be the stickler for it not to happen, you know? But these talks have been going on for the past year, which is crazy because, we're just reading about it now. So they've kept it pretty hush-hush. Universal Music is also said to be involved. If the group can achieve the $1 billion price tag, it will be the biggest deal of its kind. I thought so. Surpassing the $500 million that Sony paid to acquire Bruce Springsteen's catalog in late 2021. See, they never gave a number for Bruce. They were saying all I kept reading was it was around 700. So there it is. They gave him 500 million. So it wasn't 700 million. It was 500 million. And earlier this year, Sony also acquired a 50% interest in Michael Jackson's music from the late singer's estate at a cost of at least 600 million. So that's over Bruce. But see now, okay, so that's 100 million more than Bruce. But I would think Michael Jackson's catalog would be worth even more than that. No, do you see what I mean? Doesn't make sense. And then it goes on to say Queen's more popular than either Michael or Bruce. Well, and the reason why they're more popular is because they have 52 million, this is Queen now, monthly listeners on Spotify, compared to 41 million for Michael Jackson and 20 million for Bruce. Wow. And they're saying that the reason for the amount of listeners that Queen has is due to the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. And also the band's ongoing tours with Adam Lambert. Interesting. And Crazy Little Thing Called Love and We Will Rock You seem to be their most popular songs that make the band the most money. Crazy Little Thing Called Love and We Will Rock You. Wow. And Queen's Greatest Hits in the UK is the most popular album of all time. Holy moly. It's crazy. Wow. That's nuts. So yeah, so if Queen does sell their catalog for $1 billion, that's going to be the biggest sale ever. And then if the Beatles decide to sell, that's probably going to be even bigger than that. It's going to be way more than $1 billion. Would it be 2? I don't know. Okay, let's see. So Jan Marie says, I'm seeing Journey for the first time on July 10th. Very cool. Kathy Waddle, Scott, I wish you would get to see. Oh, we already said that. Sorry. Oz and Striper. Okay. I didn't know. Sorry. Thank you. I hope he's okay. Patty says, I'm seeing James Taylor and Donny Osmond this month. Very nice. And Kathy Waddle sees Donny Osmond on August 2nd. And tell Kat Brazos Nights is at McLean Stadium. I'm taking the train to Waco. That's awesome. And Hallie says the Beatles music catalog was purchased by Michael Jackson. Well, I don't know. I think some of it was because there's been lots of talks that it could be worth over $1 billion. So I think he only bought some of it. I don't think he bought all of it. Well, let's take a look. And did his estate sell it? I don't know. Who owns the Beatles catalog? Sony owns it. Sony Music controls the rights to the vast majority of Beatles songs. And Sony Music Publishing is listed as the copyright owner for virtually all of the Lennon-McCartney songs except for about half a dozen. So, because I've been reading that, yeah, if the Beatles sell, it's a big one. All right, so moving on. John Bon Jovi. Oof. So Richie did a really cool interview with, oh my gosh, Hagendorf? Ali Hagendorf? Is that her name? Hold on. Let me get it right. Ali Hagendorf. Ali Hagendorf. He did a great interview with her. And, Richie was all about, we're going to get back together. I see it. I see it happening. He was very positive about it. But John recently came out like 3 days ago and said, I've spoken to him twice in the last 11 years, and he shut down a reunion with Richie. Shut it down. And he came out and said that, let's see. So John was asked what he thought about Richie saying he was going to rejoin Bon Jovi. And John told Classic Rock magazine that a reunion is not in the cards. And he said it was a shock when Richie suddenly left the band on April 3rd of 2013. No one saw it coming. I talked to him the day before. I remember it so well. It was Easter Sunday, 2013. I was driving through the Lincoln Tunnel as I was talking to him because I was living in New York, and I was like, yeah, I'm feeling great. The album is going to come in at number 1. See you up there. And he said, can I stay home one more day? Of course, you want to fly private tomorrow? Sure, do it. I don't care. See you up there. And then the next day, the phone rings at 3 p.m, and I can't go on. Wow, that's crazy. And Richie later said his departure was partly down to feeling that the band was getting stale. Something that John says, nuh-uh, wasn't happening. And John says, I didn't think so. We all didn't think so. I personally thought everything was going incredibly effing well, and it was never brought up in the room or in the writing or in the recording or during the first 20 shows of that tour. And John says he's still heartbroken over Richie's departure, and then added that he hasn't spoken to him much over the last 11 years, only twice. And he said that Richie wasn't kicked out, and he hasn't made any great efforts to come back. And they replaced Richie with Phil X, who I believe is still with the band. So he's been with them a long time. And when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2018, they all were together. And I think John said it, that a reunion could definitely happen back in 2018. I remember reading that. But Richie at that time said, I don't think so. And during Thank You, Good Night, the docuseries on Hulu. You got to watch it. It's really, really good. He really wasn't happy with that documentary. So just interesting. John's saying it's not going to happen, or probably not going to happen. I mean, it would be a pretty big deal if it did happen. I think a lot of people would buy tickets to that show. However, is John's voice okay? What's going on with that? Where does that stand? I don't know. Here's the thing. If it's not meant to be for them to be together again, I don't know. I don't know. Gina, what's going on? How are you? How are you feeling? I hope everything is good. We love you. Sending big hearts to Gina Thomas. Everybody send love to Gina and to Patty too. Send some hearts for Gina and Patty. Let's go. Let's go. Gina said she's feeling okay. That's good. That's good. Good to hear. I sent the first heart. Let's go. Give us some hearts. Give them some hearts, Gina and Patty. Woo! All right. All right. So next up. So J-Lo canceled her entire summer tour, but she's completely heartsick and devastated. Now, I read something earlier today. I cannot find the article. It says that a lot of popular summer concerts, the tickets aren't selling well at all. Bad Bunny, like newer today's artists. And we've been talking about this for months. J-Lo's tour for the summer has just been on the slow low, like just has not been selling many tickets at all. So her This Is Me live tour has been canceled. Nixed, done, it's over. And the news just came out today. And she said, I am completely heartsick and devastated about letting you down. Please know that I wouldn't do this if I didn't feel it was absolutely necessary. I promise I will make it up to you and we will all be together again. I love you all so much. Until next time. She's going through a lot of stuff right now. Her and Ben are on the fritz. That's not going well. People are saying a potential DIVORCE. And Live Nation representatives said that Lopez is taking time off to be with her children, family, and close friends. I mean, they've been coming for her this year. That's for sure. You got the whole P. Diddy thing, because remember, she dated him long time ago, but she still dated him. And by the way, guys, I watched that video of what he did to his girlfriend, and that is disgusting. He should be thrown in jail just for that video. Literally. And how no one came to her rescue at that point. Oh my God. I'll never get that out of my head. That was horrible. Horrible. So she's got the P. Diddy connection. Now this is her fourth marriage, which is failing. People are saying, allegedly. And tickets for her show this summer just weren't selling. They just were not selling. They were having a really difficult time selling the tickets. So now it's over, so they don't have to worry about it, because imagine like how embarrassing. You plan this whole summer tour, and if you can't even sell tickets to it, what are you going to do? People know. It's not like you can't see this stuff. You can see it. You can see it. All you got to do is go to the seat map, see how many tickets were sold, and there you go. So you can tell. Oh, Patty said 2 treatments left and I am done. If I had a bell, I would ring it, and I don't. I don't have a bell, but I have 2 pens. Let's clink the pens. That's like a bell. Yay! That's awesome, Patty. Good for you. Sending love. That's awesome. Awesome. Great news. We love hearing great news. That is great. All right. So Elise said maybe it's time for her to retire. I think it's time for J-Lo to maybe just take a step back and not date for a while. How's that? Maybe do that. Maybe not get married again. Maybe just step out of the spotlight. But the problem is she's in the spotlight every minute of the day. Literally. And people are saying she makes that happen or her people make it happen, allegedly. I heard that. So I mean, you're in the news all the time. Like like every day, every day, every day. Maybe just step back. Like Will Smith and Jada, I guess they're getting divorced. So, they were in the news all the time too, remember? And then it just kind of stopped. So maybe, it gave them time to really think about what's up, you know? Oh, Tanya sent bells. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. And the Rolling Stones, these guys are just never going to stop. They're never going to go anywhere. They were in Foxborough last night. They made history, actually, as they performed the venue's 100th concert at Gillette Stadium. And this is their Hackney Diamonds tour. They also performed the very first concert at Gillette. This is the first concert in history on September 2nd of 2002. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. They opened with the first concert at Gillette, and they played Gillette's 100th concert. And fans traveled as far as from Nova Scotia to see the Rolling Stones. Oh, look at that banner. That's a nice one. I got to show you that. Let me share my screen, shall I? I'm going to share my screen. There it is. Okay, can you guys see? Can you guys see it? You can see it. Look at that. Isn't that that's a cool banner. I like it. And for someone, it was their 7th time seeing the Rolling Stones. Thank you, Gina. And everyone keeps saying, this is the last one. This is the last one. So I had to come see them live. Said a young fan who traveled with his dad. Isn't that crazy? I love that. Let me take that down. Go back here. Did anyone go to see the Rolling Stones? We did not. Would I have liked to? Yeah. I mean, come on. They're just great. They're just great. Al was watching some video of Mick. He's like, he's 80. I said, yeah. He's really just kept himself in great physical shape. He's super healthy and good for him. I think it's great. Oh, Gina said maybe J-Lo should go back to being a judge on Idol again and have a fresh start. You know what? She's got to do something because whatever she's doing now is not working. It's just not. And people have been so ranking on her about her documentary. Oh my God. I can't see it because it's on Prime or something. And I don't have that. And Kathy Waddle said, do you remember the episode of Beverly Hills 90210 when they all went to see the Rolling Stones? I don't remember that one. Did they really? Oh, I'll have to YouTube it, see if it's on there. I loved 90210. It was the best show. One of the best shows ever. Happy Days was another good one. I loved that one too. Any baby yet? Keeping you guys on baby watch right along with me. No baby yet. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Or Sunday? I really thought it was going to happen on a Friday. I really did. Something was telling me it was going to happen on a Friday, but no Friday. It's just not. Kathy said it was when Donna and Ray were dating. They got jobs working the concert. No way. Tori didn't have to work. Dad was Aaron Spelling, for crying out loud. She didn't have to work a concert. All right, let's go to the next news thing. Cher. This, I didn't even know this was a thing. Cher wins copyright lawsuit against ex-husband Sonny Bono's widow, Mary, over song royalties. I'm like, what? So let's read this together because I have no idea what's going on. Am I still sharing my screen now? Let's see. I know it was on the show, Kathy. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All right. So, nearly, this is from People magazine, 3 years after she first filed suit against Mary Bono, Cher has won her copyright lawsuit against her. What? What was she suing her for? I have no idea. Cher, who is 78, blows my mind, sued Mary back in October of 2021 over a dispute involving royalty payments from songs she recorded with Sonny and Cher. And on Wednesday, May 29th, a California judge determined that the stars owed more than $418,000 in unpaid royalties. What? What? So, like, was Mary getting the money and she didn't give it to Cher? But Mary is Sonny's widow. So, like, how does that all work out? Let's read on, shall we? As to the resulting damages, the parties agree that Wixon distributed at least $187,000 of composition royalties to Sonny's heirs. But for the invalid termination would have been distributed to Cher. So did they make a mistake? That's not Mary's fault. At least $93,500 was paid to Mary. And the parties don't dispute that. And as of June 30th of 2022, Wixon Music Publishing so they're holding on to $418,156.82 in royalties that would have been distributed to Cher. So what the heck? All right, so wait a minute. I'm confused. I am confused. So Wixon's holding the money. What does Mary have to do with it? That's what I need to know. So did they give the money to Mary and then Mary's like, well, I'm going to keep it? What? I don't get it. All right. So in 78, shortly after Cher and Sonny divorced, the couple agreed that the Believe singer would get half of the stake in their Sonny and Cher publishing catalog. Now, when Sonny died in 1998 from a skiing accident, Mary was appointed the administrator of his estate, and she and his 4 children, those are the heirs, they all entered a partnership over the songs. Okay, so Mary and the kids, they're in a partnership for the songs. Okay, I get that. Wixon Music Publishing got involved in 2011. And according to Cher's initial complaint, the company collected and dispersed her cut of the royalties in the years following. Now I get it. So they completely pushed Cher out of it and just paid Mary and the kids, which is not, let's be honest, that's not Mary's fault. I mean, like, how would Mary's going to just get her check, cash it, and I mean, is there any reason for her to question how much money she's getting? I don't think so. I don't think there's any reason for her to. Unless it says on the check, this is all for you, don't tell Cher. I mean, like, I don't think that happened. Now, in 2016, Mary, who's 62 years old, made use of the termination rights section of the Copyright Act, which allows songwriters, this is where it gets risky, or their heirs to win back control of their U.S. publishing rights after 35 years. Okay. So Mary tried to get Cher out of it. Okay. Now it's making sense. And Cher said that the heirs exercised the termination without her knowledge of participation. Okay, so there was a little squeakedness going on behind the scenes. Now, Mary said in 2021 that through those rights, she was able to stop paying Cher her royalties. So Cher sued her. Oh, so Mary did try to cut Cher out of it. Okay. And a tentative ruling in February was in Cher's favor, and Judge John Kronstadt upheld that ruling on Wednesday. Wow. Isn't that crazy? So Mary's out the money now. Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness. Hey, Sandra, how are you? Happy Friday. ML says Cher deserves everything on the royalties she made and sang that music. Let Mary get Sonny's Senate pension. The beat goes on. I mean, it's true. Whatever Cher is entitled to, Cher should get. And let's face it, Cher was Sonny and Cher. It wasn't Mary and Sonny. It was Sonny and Cher. But that's where all the weird stuff comes in when you get married, and you take on these extracurricular activities. So, well, but share one and. Oh, well, all right. This is big news, everybody. Sandra got a somewhat boyfriend. Now, I don't know what a somewhat boyfriend is. But Sandra's got one. So let's just give her a big round of applause for that. A big round of boyfriend applause, potentially. But it's a somewhat boyfriend. How do you have a somewhat boyfriend? I mean, Al is definitely not a somewhat husband. He's a husband for like 100%. He is a husband. His name is Dallas. Oh, that's very nice. That's a nice name, Sandra. Gina said, "Go, Sandra." Boop boop. So, is he taking you anywhere? Does he take you out? Does he pay? Kathy Waddle says, "I have no boyfriend. I have cats." You know what, Kathy? It's fine. It's good. He's 6'5". All right. Well, let's just make sure he's being nice to you, Sandra. Kathy Waddle said, "My car Charlie is the only man in my life." I didn't even know. Didn't even know you had a car named Charlie. Kitties are loyal. Kitties and doggies too. I mean, like Mittens and Louie they are all about me. And it feels good. I feel like Elvis. I'm telling you all the time. Oh, a cat. Oh, you said car. Because, some people do name their cars. I haven't named my car. I love my car, but I haven't given her a name. I think she's a her because she stays clean and, she's nice to me. So I think it's a girl. But it's a cat. Her car is Kayla. Kathy Waddle's car is Kayla. And Halise said, "I have a statue of Humphrey Bogart." Well, you're not dating it, are you? Because then we'd have to be concerned. You don't think that's your boyfriend, do you? Because we're going to have to call someone. My cat is Charlie. That's good. And Sandra said, "He's going to take me to see Barry Manilow in concert in August." That's nice. That's so good. Gina said, "I like big boys. My husband is a petite flower, 6'2" and 355 pounds. That's so cute. William Larsh from Canada. Welcome. Everybody say hi to William. Call your car Hal, Kickin' Al, and Kickin' Hal. And ML says, "I got a pinup of Bridget Bardot." Remember her? Gina said, "Fun, Sandra." That's so funny. That's so funny. Well, as long as Dallas is good to you, it's all we care about. I talked to a cute guy at the motel's Wang Chung and Naked Eyes on May 19th. Well, did he give you his number or did you give him yours? Talking doesn't go anywhere unless you got to secure the deal, Kathy Waddle. You got to go in for the kill. You got to ask for the number or you give him yours. Oh, can I have your phone for a second? Let me just give you my number, shall I? Oh, thanks. And then here you go. And then, you wait. Or you say, "Oh, can I have your number just while we're standing here? Let me just thank you. Thanks. I'll be in touch." You got to be forceful. In this life, you can't wait for it to come to you. You've got to ask for it. If you don't ask, you don't get. Oh, Sandra's almost 6'1". Well, holy macaroni. Yeah, you go. And Dallas is 36 years old. Well, so do I ask how old you are? I don't want to be forward or anything, but if you want to tell us, you can. Kathy Waddle says, I did YOLO and bought a meet and greet and met Martha and Nick and Jack. That's fun. Maureen Fuller, what's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What is going on? Okay. So let's go on. Madonna got sued. I don't know if you guys heard about that. So fans, not just one fan, multiple fans say that they were subjected to, I don't want to say the word, but begins with a P, without warning at a singer's concert. So, in other words, like those films that, show a lot. It's not a pawn shop, right? Okay. So they're saying they were subjected to that. I don't want to say the word. A group of fans sued Madonna, this is on Fox News, for purposely and deceptively marketing the celebration tour. Okay, how did that happen? Justin Lapelles filed the class action suit obtained by Fox News Digital in LA on Wednesday. The lawsuit claims that Madonna, along with her promoters, lulled concert goers into purchasing expensive tickets for a concert atmosphere they did not get to experience. Can I just say something? It's Madonna. You kind of know what you're getting here. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s, she was late for her shows. She was still late in 2024. She's not the most discreet person on the planet, and she's still not discreet in 2024. You're going to see Madonna. Do you think you're going to get lollipops and candy canes on the stage with the Rockettes? No, you're getting Madonna. That's what you're getting. Either you love it and you want to see it, you want to experience it, or you just don't go. Plain and simple. Just like a television show. You don't like it, you turn the channel. Just like YouTube. You don't like what you're watching, you go somewhere else. It's not a big deal. Madonna had, I guess, topless women dancing on stage while she sang, subjecting the fans to, we can say it, porn without warning, according to the court documents. And she was also being sued for being late, but she was also late back in the day. And the lawsuit also says and alleges that concert goers experienced a hot and uncomfortable temperature while Madonna would lip sync her performances. Hot and uncomfortable. Let's see. You're in an arena with 10, 20, 30,000 people. I don't think it's going to be comfy cozy. I don't. And if you're dancing around and singing and having a good time, you're going to be even hotter. Don't you think? And I like to sweat. That means I'm having fun at a concert. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Forcing consumers to wait hours in hot, uncomfortable arenas and subjecting them to porn without warning is demonstrative of Madonna's flippant disrespect for her fans, court documents stated. And Fox did reach out to Madonna's team, but I don't think they've heard back anything. This is not Madonna's first lawsuit from fans. She's been sued several times, specifically for starting her concerts later than advertised, because Madonna would take the stage after 10 o'clock, even though the show was supposed to start at 8. I think that's crazy. I mean, back in the day, I get it. We're all younger then. Like, it doesn't matter. Doing it today, I mean, Madonna's 64, 65. So that is really her age category of who she's, majority speaking, performing to. So, we don't want to be up that late. I'm just saying, like, if I think the show is going to start at 8, I kind of want it to start at 8. Sometimes things happen, and it's out of an artist's control. I think there was one show she did. It was totally out of her control, technical snafus here and there, and they just could not start on time. Other times, I think it was within her control to start on time, but it didn't happen. And Michael Fellows and Jonathan Haddon sued her for unconscionable, unfair, and or deceptive trade practices after starting the Brooklyn stop of her celebration tour late. I don't know. Plaintiffs speculate that ticket holders who left the venue after 1 a.m. might have had trouble getting a ride home or might have needed to wake up early the next day for work. Madonna's dismissal motion stated that is not a cognizable injury. True. I mean, maybe you should have taken the day off. If you knew you were going to see Madonna, why would you work the next day? Or maybe take half a day? Jeez, I don't know. I just think some of these lawsuits are crazy. Sandra said she will be 61 in September. So there you go. And it's like when you go to a Motley Crue concert and expect to see people showing body parts. You know, not for anything. Just like Motley Crue. You know what you're getting. You absolutely know what you're getting when you go to a Motley Crue show. And I think people complained about that too. Just like Vince Neil is who he is, right? Is he singing? Probably not. Is he the best singer? No. But you know that. And just like with John Bon Jovi, and I'm not dissing John. I love John. I don't know him, but I love him. And he was really bashed about his voice, but people were still buying tickets even though they knew he couldn't sing because they wanted to see John Bon Jovi. So you kind of know. And if you turn a blind eye to that, that's whose fault is it? You don't file a lawsuit because you're hot. Like, what the hell? I just never seems to continue to amaze me. John Lennon. My goodness, his guitar sold for, hold on, $2.8 million. So this was, I guess, his missing guitar. It was featured in the Beatles film Help from 1965. And it sold at the Hard Rock Cafe auction on Wednesday for over $2.8 million. Julian's Auctions confirmed that the famous Hootenanny 12-string acoustic guitar became the 5th most expensive guitar ever sold. And the guitar, oh my gosh, can you imagine, was found in an attic after going missing 50 years ago. What? So Julian's Auction said that Lennon gave the guitar to fellow musician Gordon Waller in 1965. Lennon and Paul McCartney had been writing songs for Waller at the time. Waller later gave the guitar to his manager, who brought it home and put it in his attic. Can you imagine if they had a yard sale? But like, how would you know? You bought that guitar at a yard sale. How would you know that was John Lennon's guitar? Like, unless you really knew guitars. Oh my gosh. So that guitar remained in his attic for 50 years. And the guitar has been confirmed to be real. The guitar has some distinctive markings which made it easily identifiable when compared to photos and stills from the film Help. And Julian's Auctions also said, with the Hootenanny, the real proof is in the sound. When strummed, it immediately identifies itself as that guitar. If you know the chords, Beatles tunes fall out of the sound hole effortlessly. Like an audio time capsule from 1965, the Framus is a direct link to those records. And it was also in the original guitar case, which is in good condition. I mean, let me see if I can share my screen here, show you guys a picture. The handle's fallen off, but I don't think anybody cares. I don't think anybody really cares that the handle is fallen. We go right to it. Can you see it? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Wow. So that's great. I think it's great. And Bruce Springsteen, it is the 40th anniversary as of yesterday of Born in the USA. Can you believe that? Can you absolutely believe that? I mean, Courtney Cox was on the stage dancing with Bruce Springsteen, and then she became famous. Was she like a model or something? She was a model, pulled her up on stage, and then she got on Friends. Or she got other work, and then she got on Friends. So the legendary album presented central themes of Springsteen's work, community, friendship, economic disparity, and patriotism, and framed them in a bigger, bolder way. The result was a generational work that produced 7 hit singles and sold more than 25 million copies. I had the Born in the USA album. Did you guys have it? Of course, we all had it. I think most of us had it. And that tour for Born in the USA started with a rehearsal show at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park on June 8th of 1984, 4 days after the album's June 4th release. And the band traveled across North America to Australia, Japan, and Europe before coming back to the US in August of 85 to play very large stadiums and pull Courtney Cox on stage and make her famous. So on Friday, June 14th, the album will receive a 40th anniversary red vinyl release from Sony Music. And the special edition will include a gatefold sleeve and booklet with archival material from the era, new liner notes penned by Eric Flanagan, and a 4-color lithograph. Very, very cool. Very cool. So Kathy Waddle said she went and saw Bon Jovi. I wanted a chance to cross him off my concert bucket list. Yeah. I mean, we'll see if he goes back out again. I don't know. I mean, he's trying. If you watch that documentary, the guy's trying really, really hard. And I hope he gets to do that because he deserves it. He really, really does. So, guys, I'm out. It's Friday and I got a busy weekend. I know you guys do too. It's summer. Summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the streets. And I hope that you are doing that. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the like button. Go to my other channel, Kiki Room. That's where I am just really in the raw, just doing vlogs and just talking about whatever. And I'm going to be able to start going live because I've reached 50 subscribers. So I'm kind of excited about that, to be honest. I actually have a thrift haul. I'll be going live with that in the next few days. And listen to our radio station, Kiki.fm, free in the App Store. And on your desktop, you can listen anywhere and everywhere. And it's just a whole bunch of fun. You guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you as always for being here. You guys are the best. You are absolutely the best. Give yourselves a big, ginormous hug. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Happy everything to each and every one of you. I love you, love you, love you. Mwah. And I will see you soon, guys. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Have a great everything. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for your support. We love you so much.